guys don't wear white. They don't wear white. They don't wear white. They don't wear white.
Welcome to Breakfast and BS with Vince and Friends. I am, of course, your host, Vince, and today we got Scrooge McDuck, Sergio Sanchez.
Morning.
And Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Virgil Simpelo.
All three in one.
I'm in a goofy mood right now. We are here, of course, in Cinephonies in beautiful Mesa, California, the jewel of the hills. And fellas, it is always a pleasure.
Likewise. Pleasure. It is Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve morning.
Christmas Eve morning, by the way, yes. And there's a lot of Christmas cheer to be had.
So, as I was going to get to in my intro, Merry Christmas to everybody. It's Christmas Eve morning. And I'll take that so you don't have to...
Oh, no, it's okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Producer Virgil's holding the microphone so we can get good sound. But I will not let him do that on Christmas Eve morning.
Oh, okay. That's my present. Sweet.
Yeah, I'm broke. If I could do one act of kindness for you and call it good, well, that's your gift.
Good.
Like I said, it's Christmas Eve morning, and I wanted to hear Christmas music again like last time we were here. We were not here last week because, or actually me and Sergio were here last week, but we weren't recording because producer Virgil was up in Portland.
Seattle.
He was up in northern,
Northwest.
in the Pacific Northwest, searching for Bigfoot.
Yes.
And wishing Wishing Angel's Uncle Conrad, the greatest name ever for a human being, a happy birthday.
Yeah, and his last name is Von Duran.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
You know,
He could be a Kaiser, my friend.
I'm going to say this. If you do not name your child after me, I'm okay as long as you name him after Conrad. That's the only pass. Only pass.
Full name though.
Yes.
Vincent Palo.
Von
Yeah. Only pass. So, I just want to start off last time. I did a huge Christmas music rant, mainly negative against the Beatles.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And I want to say that's not a bit. That's my true feelings
We know.
on the Beatles. I know, but I don't know if the audience think,
Oh, okay.
this is just, he's going into a bit.
It's
No.
not a bit.
So, I want this known. But today, as I was coming, it's Christmas. I want to hear Christmas music on my way here. So, treated me right this time. Got it started off right. With the one and only Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh, my.
So, thank you, radio station, for saving this Christmas. Because if it was another horrible Beatles song, or one of those super depressing freaking Christmas songs that they always play on Kixie 96.5, for some, they'll do some good ones, and then it's always some super bummer.
Like, what's a bummer song?
Do they know it's Christmas?
That's a bummer song?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
because I've come to the revelation that's a horrible, horrible song.
Yeah. You listen to the lyrics, it is kind of sad.
No, and it's also forcing their religion on a country that does not celebrate. Do they know it's Christmas time? No, because they don't celebrate Christmas. Straight up, it's forcing their beliefs onto another culture.
Well, this country was founded on that, so.
But that's British.
Well, when those...
And then when Bundle's screaming out, thank God it's them instead of you, what a fucking asshole.
That was such... okay, so I had to do that song for karaoke. When I was learning those lyrics, I was like, okay, this is weird. So, in some strange British twist, in a lot of things is that they like to put the perspective around, and they kind of go from different, I guess you could say personalities or whatever. So man, woman, someone who doesn't care or whatever. But yeah, so that song, even though do they know it's Christmas, I think it's supposed to be some type of thing where you're suffering, but this is where we're supposed to be giving and blah blah blah. It's just I don't want to call it pandering, but it was just kind of this weird message. But remember, in the 80s, there's a lot of weird...
I would call it pandering.
A lot of weird...
Preaching?
Yeah, that too.
A lot of weird ideas. Some worked, some didn't. Although this record did raise a lot of money for that cause, and then it went to Live Aid and stuff. So I don't know. You have to track that stuff. Does it actually really help? We don't know. But yeah, that song, only because there's so many bands that I like are singing on that thing. That's why I like it. But then you really gotta wow, babe.
Thank you for jinxing us, Sergio.
I know, babies are omens. Thank you. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, enough for me. But that is an interesting choice of depressing song. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I know.
But they play it all the time.
Yeah.
Now, you want to talk a song that's good with a good heart? Hearing Aid, We're Stars. The metal one.
Okay.
It's so freaking pompous and overproduced. It's great.
I think you've played that one for me before, right?
I don't know. I don't think I have.
The one song I do like, I actually have to hear, which I probably haven't heard yet, is the Jackson 5 version of Santa's Coming to Town. I love that version because Santa Claus is coming.
I haven't heard
It is like-
this season.
I haven't heard. No, I haven't heard either. Like, and that's the thing is like, it's just one of those things where, when Michael Jackson was in his heyday, and it's just, I mean, his voice is all over the place in that song. It's really cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
Back when he was on his first nose.
Yes. Sure. Original nose.
Original nose.
Original nose.
Vintage nose.
Yes. I think it went through like 3 stages.
Best nose, 90s. Early 90s. Late 80s, early 90s.
Really? 80s? Not 80s? 90s his nose was
late
different.
late 80s, early 90s.
Thriller.
Thriller.
Okay, there you go.
He made Thriller.
You meant Thriller.
No, Thriller nose, best nose.
Yeah.
After that,
That I agree.
Yeah.
After that, then it went where?
took too much away.
When he went to the anime nose, that was a little too weird. But
Okay, whatever.
so no, all right. So I come to the revelation that one thing I truly miss from my childhood about Christmas, McDonald's.
What?
I never had a association.
That was never a holiday tradition.
No.
Explain.
They used to have the best like little Christmas ornaments and like little Christmas things to get. Yeah.
You
Happy
mean
Meal?
like in
Happy Meal?
And the Happy Meal, but then like they'd have like a Muppet Christmas Carol, but they'd have like the plushes for them and all that stuff.
I just
And
miss
then
the
like
Happy
you'd get
Meal in
like
general.
you'd get like McDonald's gift cards from family or gift certificates from family members. And I miss that.
You know what I
It
missed?
used to be a big thing.
The Happy Meal boxes that used to actually become the play set. You remember those? Where you punch out the sides and stuff? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Remember those, Rich?
You know what? Let me just tell you. This is how often I was.
Chick-fil-A.
Sorry, mishap. Anyway, when I was growing up, we hardly went to McDonald's. Growing up, I kind of just wished I had toys and stuff like that, but never got a Happy Meal. If I did get a Happy Meal, it was a hand-me-down Happy Meal for my sister. Because I think during when they were showing E.T., I think they had some stuff, but no, I never got McDonald's, and then when I was old enough to actually go to McDonald's, I didn't like it. Yeah, it's only because it gave me heart attacks.
Yeah.
Like serious ones.
But
I mean, it's cool. I understand the American iconism of it, but it's like, I don't know, it's not good food.
no, it definitely isn't. But the thing is, it is a piece of Americana.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I remember at one point in time the food was actually at least somewhat decent. It's definitely taken a turn for the worst. But I think I remember, the Happy Meal, and I think it was few and far between. You know what I mean? For me, when I was a kid, like sometimes my mom would, I'd ask my mom, and hey, you can go to McDonald's, and it would mainly be for the French fries and for the fried apple pies. Because man, those things were amazing back when they still fried them.
I think I got a bite of it. Never had my own.
Yeah. So, and the occasional Happy Meal. So it was a fond memory. You know what I mean? And the thing is too, I remember with growing up, one of my friends, neighbor kids, if we would end up going with his, dad or his family or whatever, I remember we'd spend a lot of time with screaming children in the playpen, just like that one.
That's right.
But in the little
Playground?
what the hell's it called?
Play Place?
What was it called back then though? Was it still called Play Place?
Ronald's Play Place?
Yeah, I don't know. But it was the one where they actually had like the Hamburglar jail,
Yeah.
or and then stuff like that. And I remember, man, they started taking those out, and I was it was kind of sad. It was part of my childhood.
Why did they take out the characters?
I couldn't understand that.
Like, because they're creepy, LSD induced.
Well, Mary McCheese actually gave me nightmares.
Yeah, the Fry Guys, creepy.
It was like, oh no, the hamburger's gonna eat me.
Yeah.
Interesting, but yeah, that's cool. I mean, at least I think when I would pass McDonald's every time, I'd be like, I mean,
Yeah.
I do like their milkshakes when they taste like chemicals. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how they are now because they give it to you in the plastic cup with the whipped cream in it now. But,
yeah, they Starbucks.
They start doing the ice cream and whatnot. But I actually like those because when I actually got to have those, it wasn't when you got them, but when they melted just a little bit, then and it was coming in through, then that was good.
Yeah.
In a couple days when they started melting a little bit, all the chemical preservatives.
Yeah, exactly. So the times I did actually go to McDonald's, it was only like little small things, but I never never got a Happy Meal. Never.
But then again, it also got your nephew freaking throwing money at your dad, going chicken nuggets.
Yep. Well, hey, that's his life, man, not mine.
Was it known as the McFlurry back then?
McFlurry was just the ice cream.
Came later.
Oh, did it?
The Nick Flurry came later.
The Nick Fury? That's a funny story.
All right, so you might as well tell it since we touched on it.
Oh, there's a story.
There is a story.
Yeah. So there was a cartoon show that we highly recommend that you can find for cheap now because for some reason it's forgotten, which is called Chosen, and it's about a gay white rapper. Okay, and it is check it out. It's fucking hilarious. All right. So, anyways, Chosen, one of his sayings, right? Whenever something like excited him or whatever, he'd be like, "Damn, Nick Fury," right? That would be like his thing. And for some reason, Vince and I started saying that, and then we rolled through the McDonald's drive-in one time, and Vince ordered a Nick Fury instead of a McFlurry.
Nice.
And we just started dying, and we were laughing our out. I think they figured it out.
Yeah.
But it was kind of one of those things where it just came out naturally. It was like, yeah, and then a roll of McFury, and then it was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I was like, fuck, I knew I was going to do that.
Yeah, it was great. It was just kind of one of those things. So, damn, McFury.
Yeah, we all have our crazy little traditions. Not this Friday that just passed, but the week before when we were dark, Virgil had a sold-out show at the House of Blues.
Oh, yeah.
Sold it out by themselves, with no support from anybody else.
Oh, my God, dude.
And completely ruled ass.
Funny.
He overshadowed those other bands so much.
It was a good set.
And then at the end, he held up a picture of the sonogram of the future Sumpelo and said, "Viva Baby."
Viva Baby.
Viva Baby.
And I don't know if that was truly what you said.
No.
You said, "My baby," but that's what you claim you said. But in my head, I heard "Viva Baby,"
Hell yeah.
so I'm going with "Viva Baby."
So yeah, that was fun. And what I did was I had that picture in the back of my pocket, and you can see some video of it. So we were supposed to play 30 minutes originally, and so, but of course, all the stuff shuffles in between, and then it goes to less time. So I actually had to make a change on Sergio, but I said, that's going to be after this song. I pulled it out. I pulled it out. Anyway, and I just said, I'd like to introduce you to...
Well, at least you didn't whip it out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a small whip. Anyway,
Well,
so...
yeah, you're Asian. I think we could do the math.
Oh, God. Pulled it out of my pocket, and then I said, I'd like to introduce everyone to my new baby, and that was it. And then the look of, shock on my band, they're just like,
Oh, they didn't know?
No, I didn't tell them yet. So it was a surprise to everyone. So,
Oh, wow.
except 2 people in the room, in the House of Blues. Anyway, so it was fun. It was a cool thing. And for me, do it in style, but the thing is, the mother wasn't there because she was too tired to show up, so... Yeah.
Well, she's got
We're as cold as this house.
Yes.
She has to grow that baby.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So now she's having some. For men, we can't understand what's going on in there because The abdominal wall is being stretched out.
Excuse me. I
What?
think as a modern human being, I can identify with the female experience. Thank you very much.
Can you?
I am super sensitive to these kind of things.
It's not like when you have a big steak, Vince.
I beg to differ.
Oh, is this what it's about?
No, I
Having
just
a
know.
baby and eating a steak is the same thing.
No, two completely different. It's excavating the steak. That is like having the child.
That's
You know, your blood pressure goes low, you get lightheaded. Next thing you know, freaking 20 minutes later, you're passed out. You wake up from the floor and like going, "What the hell hit me?"
okay.
You know.
So you have some digested steaks running around the world here. Anyway, so
That's horrifying.
she's been saying that.
Excuse me, if anybody can identify with anything nowadays, I can identify with the female birthing experience. Thank you very much.
Alrighty,
Well, when you shit out a football.
6 and 8 pounds. Yes, that time.
It
Anyway,
was a big steak.
all right. Oh, this has gone downhill. Anyway,
Isn't it?
Quickly.
yes, yeah. So she's not complaining, but she's just saying that her stomach is starting to feel stretched out. We are getting some fluttering, so I have been singing to the baby too. It's kind of cool because I got some advice from some coworkers said that if you sing to the baby and then if it starts crying, and then
Baby starts crying.
when the baby starts crying,
How the hell do they know when it's crying?
no, not in the womb when it's been
Oh, when it's
born and
born.
stuff.
Okay, I'm
so
like,
it'll
oh,
recognize.
Okay,
it'll,
yeah.
it'll
Like,
recog-
that's not good.
So it'll recognize the song and they'll start thinking and like
Really?
What are you playing? Like some Slayer, some
Oh yeah,
Megadeth?
oh yeah. No, it's
Metallica.
Oh, okay.
it's definitely Carcass. But anyway.
Death Clock.
So just doing stuff like that. It's cool. And then last night we had a family get together and we announced it and there was like, oh, but I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure all of you saw already. It's like she can't hide it anymore. When we were up in Seattle, she was trying to hide it, but her aunt spotted it right away. She just walked
Really?
up right beside her. She's like started like tapping on her stomach. Like, what's this? Didn't say a word even before when they got in. She just went, "What's this?" And then so we had to go around and just say because we were gonna say it at Conrad's Uncle Conrad von Duran.
Yes, it must be full
We
name.
had to say full name. We'll have to have Kaiser to the front of it. Anyway, so we didn't announce it during his party because we didn't want to steal thunder and like. And plus, there's so much stuff going around.
Yeah.
And so when we did that, and then it was like, hey, and it's walking up to us. It's really cool. It was really nice. We're about 3 months, few weeks into it, so still got some time to go. But I feel like it's going fast though. It's a little weird.
Time? Yeah.
My cousin Manny just had his child last week, or almost 2 weeks ago now. Had his first child. I still remember when they first announced it. I'm like, holy hell, he just had it?
Yeah.
Like, time just flew by.
This
So-
year was crazy.
Little baby Simpy.
Hello?
No, I'm going Simpy. Simpy
Okay.
is going to be here as soon as we know it.
Yeah.
And then he'll be joining us the child will be joining us for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because, got to give mama a break. Mm-hmm. So,
I thought about that exactly this morning.
good things coming in our future.
A new youngest member of the Breakfast and
Yeah.
Dance group.
Finally, somebody to replace Flaming Bag of Poop.
With real bag of poop.
Art imitates life.
I know.
Hey. Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Life imitates art?
There you go.
Oh, we are off the rails today.
Completely. Without the derailer.
I know.
Right.
But, that's just the Christmas spirit.
Yes.
To go on the rails, completely off the rails, then back on the rails again.
Right.
Different set of rails.
If you could hop the rails, that'd be great.
We've done some of that.
Yeah, we have.
Oh my god.
Monorail. Monorail.
They actually, if you've been watching The Simpsons lately, they actually brought that back a little bit.
Did they?
Yeah, it was kind of sad because they had a Leonard Nimoy thing in it.
Yeah, that's right. And he's like,
Yeah.
it disappears.
Stop. No, the world needs laughter. So really interesting tidbit I shared with the guys earlier, but when I was in Portland, turns out that Matt Groening is from Portland, and so he actually named some of the characters after the streets. So there's Lovejoy, Kearney, Flanders. I think there's another one.
Kearney was one of the bullies, right?
Yeah, Kearney was one of the bullies. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So it was really interesting to see kind of these origins. I'm like, oh, because it's always like dark and dreary and drizzly all the time. I think people are just kind of just pissed at the sun.
Pissed at what?
They're just pissed at the sun.
Oh.
Because it was like, come on, man, where are you?
Is that why he did that episode where Mr. Burns blacks out the sun? I mean, it makes sense now. Knowing this, it just kind of clicks in.
Matt Groening was a time traveler. That's why he predicted
he really
the freaking
was.
Trump, winning the election.
Fox buying Disney buying Fox.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. That's like a picture says 20th Century Fox, a Disney company.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
mind blown. I think I vaguely remember that. That means we should all move to Portland. Portland is the porthole or porthole of life. So maybe we should think about.
I could never do that. As we all know, I can have a beard. I'm okay with that. Although I'm taking mine off tonight. But for safety reasons, I cannot wear pants that tight.
Yes.
The funny and ironic T-shirts, I got that down packed. But I'm not a lumberjack, and I'm not gonna try to run around in freaking $900 shoes that look like they're they're beat up from the 70s.
No, it's not that crazy. But anyway, okay.
Okay, sorry, $850.
Right. Oh, darn. Okay, so I'll probably remember the name. But so we went to this bagel place, Bernstein's Bagels, I believe. And the owner's name is
Burns,
Noah.
huh?
Bernstein, yes. Yes. So anyway, it was a really good bagel place. The guy was, when you walked in, it just smelled really good. And so,
Did he have somebody behind the counter named Smithers?
No. But I will look. I'll ask my friend Marty to check. So a lot of the personality in Portland, everyone's super nice. Like everyone stops to let people cross the peninsula.
Okay, see, then I can't be there because I'm too much of an asshole. We
Well,
know
'cause
this.
you've learned from LA. That's
Yeah,
why.
that's what I'm saying. Is like
California.
we've been corrupted by Los Angeles and TJ and all that stuff like that. So walk in and then say, hey, these are my friends from San Diego. Like, oh, so we had sampled their distinct flavor. It was really good. And so
just give you a California bagel, put some avocado on it, and say, here, this one's from California.
no, they're not New Yorkers, dude. So it's
Go back to California.
Yeah, I know.
I love that story.
Yeah. So after we were about to leave and they were closing up, the dude handed me like, oh, here's something to take back to San Diego. Gave us like 8 bagels.
Really?
Yeah, because they were closing up. But I was like, oh, cool. Then I'll advertise you guys on our podcast. So Bernstein Bagels, owner's Noah, super cool. A lot of, I think they had beards, yes. and yeah, I mean, the city of Portland, you guys are really cool. And I actually found a rare Smiths album in their many record shops and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, if you're in that part of the country, I mean, I see why the allure now, but I think now, just like San Diego, they won't want us there.
Yeah.
But there's no sales tax there. Everything's pretty affordable. Yeah, reasonable. Yeah. So, food's always good. Really good food.
Yeah, because everything's all artisanal.
Artisanal. They call it locally grown.
Yeah, I call it, you know what? I call it churching it up, all right?
It's good though. It's good. I don't have anything to complain about.
Oh, get me there. I'll find something.
Oh, come on.
I will. So, I will thank Portland for taking care of Virgil, getting him back here safe. So, thank you for that. I'm not going to say you're not on the hit parade when I become Supreme Emperor, but,
What?
you might be.
What did they do to you?
That's beside the point.
They didn't do anything to
That's
you.
beside the point.
There's no carpet. There's no carpet to burn.
Too many hipsters.
Yes, exactly.
They become a scourge.
You know what, dude? You know what? I'm going to be like, all right, find your tightest pair of jeans. You're going to run this marathon, this freaking triathlon. What is it, the Iron Man? You're going to run that. If you make it towards the end, you get to keep wearing skinny jeans. If not, you get to wear jeans that fit. Period. That's it. You pick your tightest jeans and your biggest flannel. and your nicest chain wallet.
The Pacific Northwest definitely does have like its own, its own style. I'm always kind of partial to the Pacific Northwest just because the grunge. Just because
Yeah. Not only that, I just feel that they have an earned type of depression because they never see sun.
Yeah. The home of sad. Seasonal anxiety disorder.
I believe that's wherever Morrissey is. Thank you very much. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by this episode. Sorry we took you off the rails, back on the rails, and hopped some other rails. But like, Like and find producer Virgil's band, Stay Ill, San Diego's tribute to Smith and Morrissey. You can find them on StayIll.net, Facebook, and Instagram. You can find Sergio Sanchez on Facebook at Sergio Sanchez next to Jurassic Park G, but leave him alone. He's a cranky old man. And you can find us on Instagram at Breakfast and BS. Leave me the hell alone. I'm a cranky old man too. Thanks for stopping by. I'll get the check.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Feliz on my dog.